guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
He's been vindicated, and I believe that a team will reach out and sign him imminently.
The counts of strangulation or suffocation.
Now, Stefon Diggs can finally sign with my Ravens. Shout out to D on that one. Okay, so before this whole situation even started, I called everything that was going to happen. Stefon Diggs' chef had a BBL. Bro.
For the BBL, I'm gonna show you the chef. The curvature of her ass is like, yo, that shit is like a trigonometric like equation, nigga. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. This shit is like, yo, this shit is crazy.
Now, when Stefon Diggs was with the Patriots, the organization was apparently already aware of this situation brewing. But as you know, the Patriots made a Super Bowl run. And with the NFL being as politically charged as it is, many believe the legal proceedings were deliberately pushed back until after the Super Bowl concluded. Now, it's no secret that Stefon Diggs has a very active personal life. He's reportedly had children with multiple different women over a relatively short period of time. None of this is particularly surprising to those who've been following the story. But let's hear directly from Stefon Diggs' chef, who, as mentioned, had a BBL. How did the two of them actually meet?
How would you characterize your relationship with Mr. Diggs?
I would say it's complicated. It started out as friends. It started out as friends, became sexual, and we would meet up, hang out, and we decided I would come work for him like February of 2020.
Now, Stefon Diggs, you're a talented receiver, no question, but your personal decision-making is something else entirely. You went and hired a random woman you found on Instagram, brought her in as your private chef, and things clearly went sideways from there. And she's getting paid to cook for you. That's the arrangement. Yet somehow, this situation spiraled into a full courtroom drama. Because here's the thing, this woman allegedly tried to derail your entire career. And reports came out saying Diggs was caught checking her out as she walked through the courtroom. Not the move, bro. Stefon Diggs, you're starting to remind people of your former head coach. Apparently, neither one of you knew how to exercise restraint. And speaking of the Patriots organization, let's not forget that Robert Kraft was famously caught visiting massage parlors for illicit services. The man is in his 80s. At that point, the focus should be on winning another Super Bowl. It really does seem like there's a certain culture within that organization that nobody talks about openly. And signing with the Patriots may genuinely have been the worst career decision Diggs ever made. He went all the way to the Super Bowl, lost, and came out the other side dealing with a court case and a roster release. That's a rough stretch by any measure. Now, to be clear about what actually landed Diggs in court, his chef accused him of physical assault, including strangulation. Those were the allegations. However, it appears the case took a significant turn when it came out that she had reportedly been dishonest about the nature of their arrangement, specifically claiming she was not being compensated when evidence suggested otherwise.
Ms. Adams, you had gotten paid.
Oh no!
For 2 of the 3 weeks that you said you hadn't gotten paid for, right?
Gotcha, bitch.
This is missing a whole lot of stuff.
The yes or no question.
I can't answer your question correctly without the proper evidence.
But did anyone really think Stefon Diggs was going to walk into that courtroom without serious legal firepower? His legal team came prepared. They had the receipts, and they made her testimony fall apart right there on the stand. Now, before the trial even began, Diggs had reportedly offered her $100,000 to retract her statement, to walk back the strangulation allegations and let the whole thing go away quietly. 3 weeks ago, your lawyer demanded $5.5 million from Mr. Diggs, didn't he? Mr. Diggs offered me $100,000 to recant my statement. That is you were trying to get $5 million. So she turned down $100,000 and swung for $5.5 million instead. That's the situation in a nutshell. Now, do I personally believe Stefon Diggs put his hands on her? Honestly, it's hard to say with certainty. I'm not going to sit here and claim he's completely innocent. There's a real possibility this was a genuinely toxic situation on both sides. But she claimed she was strangled to the point of losing consciousness, that it caused her to bleed, and she had a detailed account of exactly how it all went down. The problem? Diggs' legal team had video footage from right after the alleged assault, and what that footage showed completely contradicted her story. She wasn't acting like someone who had just been choked unconscious. She was dancing, doing some kind of move that had people in the comments debating whether it was the Running Man or some other old-school dance. Either way, the energy in that video did not match the story she told on the stand. You turned down $100,000. You were going for $5.5 million. For what exactly? Because Stefon Diggs moved on? It looks like the relationship ran its course, things got messy, and when it ended, the financial opportunity seemed too good to pass up. Had things worked out differently, she might have been perfectly happy with the child support arrangement. But that's not how it played out. And now, after all of that, she walks away with nothing.
D Green. Why am I selling my dog D Green? Shout out to D Green, eh?
Thank you.
Madam Forelady, has your jury agreed upon a verdict?
Yes.
On count 1, strangulation or suffocation, what is your verdict? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
On count 2, the charge of assault and battery, what is your verdict? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Gotcha, bitch! Madam Forelady, members of the jury, hearken to your verdict as the court has recorded it. Upon your oath, you say that the defendant is not guilty of the count of strangulation or suffocation and not guilty of the count of assault and battery. So say you, Madam Forelady?
Yes.
So say all members of the jury.
She went through all of this. She hired a lawyer, went through the entire legal process, and now has attorney fees to deal with on top of everything else. Keep in mind, Stefon Diggs had already put $100,000 on the table. She turned it down because she wanted a bigger payout. And now, instead of walking away with something, she's walking away in debt. And with all of that behind him, this is the perfect opportunity for Stefon Diggs to sign with my Ravens. Come on.
How you think y'all gonna be this year?
You playing with us?
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I gotta figure that out, bro.
they contacted you?
I thought you was working in the building. You would know.
Let's be realistic here. At this point, what other options does he really have? He's already played for Houston, just got released from New England, suited up for Minnesota, and oh yeah, let's not forget Buffalo. Once a receiver has made the rounds across the league like that, they almost always end up in Baltimore eventually. That's just how it goes. And look, the football resume speaks for itself. Stefon Diggs posted over 1,000 receiving yards last season, and the Patriots made it to the Super Bowl. The man can still play. But at 32 years old, the clock is ticking, and the window for chasing a championship isn't going to stay open forever. The smart move is to take that Ravens contract and secure the bag while the opportunity is there. And while you're at it, stay off Instagram. Because somehow, between all the training, the film study, and the grind of an NFL season, this man still found the energy for an extraordinarily active personal life. The dedication is honestly impressive in the wrong direction. Give it to me. You could have earned an extra $300,000 on the field this past season if you weren't so distracted off it. And then there are the reports, allegedly, that Diggs was involved with Cardi B while she was pregnant with Offset's child. And then after she gave birth, reportedly had another child with her on top of that, all while allegedly having children with other women simultaneously. Stefon Diggs, at some point the body has to give out. Nobody in recent NFL memory has combined this level of on-field success with this level of off-field chaos. It's genuinely unprecedented. But if you want that Super Bowl ring, and at this stage of your career that has to be the goal, there's really only one destination that makes sense. Come to Baltimore.